What's up, guys? Brandon Washington here, and wait a minute, hold on. I am so tired of that intro. I feel like everybody on YouTube uses this exact same intro. What's up, guys? I need y'all's help. Tell me what to change it to in the description. But for today's video, what's up, guys? Brandon Washington here, and in today's video, we are talking about the future of drones, and that is this guy right here, the DJI Mavic Air. And I'm gonna tell you guys what I honestly think about it. I've had it for a while, and this is my first video. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for checking out the video. If this is your first time to the channel, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button, because if you're into filmmaking, gear, tips, tutorials, all that good stuff, this is the perfect channel for you. But as I mentioned before, in this video, we're actually gonna be taking a look at this guy, the DJI Mavic Air. Now, I know there've been a lot of videos out there already kind of going over this, giving you guys tons of footage and tons of reviews, but this is my personal review. You know, as someone who owns a DJI Mavic Pro, and I love the Mavic Pro, it has by far been my favorite drone. Like, to date, it has been the best drone that I've ever used. But when I heard about this guy and I saw the announcement, I thought this drone could give it its best run for the money. And so in this video, I'm gonna tell you guys what I now think about this drone now that I actually have it in hand, and if I think it will replace my DJI Mavic Pro. All right, so the very first thing that, you know, caught my eye about this thing is the design. Obviously, everyone is talking about how small it is. It is ridiculous how small this drone is. I mean, I know the Spark is really small, but I would say that, you know, this drone is a bit bigger than the Spark, but because the arms can fold in, it is, you know, the footprint and the size that it actually takes up is much smaller. The other reason why a lot of people are toting about how small this thing is because of the size of the case that it actually comes in. Like, look, let me show you the case. This is it. Like, you just put the drone in the case and you zip it up and you're ready to go. Like, that's it. That's all you need. You just need this and the controller, which, in my opinion, the controller is the most slept on thing when it comes to the design. With the controller, they actually made it where you can take the knobs off and they go inside. Like, they're hidden right here, and you just take them out and you screw them in when you're ready to fly, and then when you're done flying, you unscrew them and you just kind of put them away. That, in my opinion, is the best upgrade to this whole drone, because now this thing is, you know, it's flat. Like, you can put this in your pocket. You can now put it in almost any pouch, any bag that you have, and you're not gonna mess anything up. And so, in my opinion, this is probably the best part of the new design, but I'm biased because I travel with my drone all the time. Now, just like the Mavic Pro, this thing has a kind of flip out kind of setup. So you're gonna just kind of pull these legs out just like that, pull the back ones down, and then boom, boom, your drone is now ready to go. Except there is one other step, and that is you do have to fold out these little landing gear legs. Now, personally, I think that, you know, that's an extra step. It's not a big extra step, but I have found myself, like, set the drone down, get ready to fly, and then realize I forgot to unfold these. So, you know, just remember to unfold these, or else landing it's gonna be harder. Now, I personally never land this drone. I don't actually think I've ever landed this drone, because you can easily catch this drone out of the air. There's tons of space for you to grab this drone out of the air and just kind of hold it as you land it. And that, in my opinion, is actually probably better, because this drone is so small, it's so low down to the ground, that if you want to make sure you don't mess anything up through landing it, it's probably easier to just catch it. The last little thing about the design, and this is something that I actually don't like about this drone, and that is the fact that the battery is on the bottom. This is not ideal for me. Personally, having to turn the drone on and off from the bottom down here, I'm always worried that when I turn it on or I turn it off and then try to set it down really quick before the camera starts calibrating or the gimbal starts calibrating, I'm like always worried I'm gonna mess something up. I'm probably worrying about nothing, but that is just something to keep in mind. The battery is down here at the bottom, which is also another reason why I never want to land this thing. I always just want to catch it, because I don't ever want to mess up the battery. Now, after design, obviously the next step, and probably the most important thing about the drone, is the quality. Now, when it comes to the quality of this drone, it is phenomenal for the size of this drone. So what I mean by that is the quality of this video that you get out of this thing at 4K 20 frames per second, it looks amazing. I mean, but So did the Mavic Pro. A lot of people are saying that, you know, it's very comparable or it's actually a little bit sharper. And personally, to the untrained eye, there's really not much of a difference. You can't really see a giant leap when it comes to quality between the two cameras. Now, just like with the Mavic Pro, you do not have any control over the aperture on this guy. So you pretty much can only control your shutter speed and your ISO. But as I've always recommended, you can pick up ND filters like this one here. My guys over at the Polar Pro, which just disclaimer, they did send this out to me for free. They do make Polar Pro ND filters for the Mavic Air already. So you don't have to wait. I'm not even sure if DJI has released their ND filters yet, but Polar Pro is already on the game. They do have them out, and I'll have links to theirs down below in the description. Now, another thing I really liked about this drone, and it's very similar to the Mavic Pro, is that how quick it is to actually set this thing up and start flying. It connects directly to your phone, and you can just plug your phone right into the controller. There's a little cable to do so. It is an extra step to, you know, screw in the little thumb knobs before you start flying, but trust me, for the travel of the controller, it's not a hassle at all. This thing is super easy to set up and start flying with. And so was my Mavic Pro. You know, I definitely can see where they took the Mavic Pro and then decided, like, how can we make everything better? And that's ultimately where they landed with the Air here. And so this begs the question, is it worth it to buy this over the Pro? Or if you have a Mavic Pro, should you upgrade, or really is it considered a downgrade to go to the Mavic Air? So this has been the hardest part of this whole reviewing process. I've had this drone for a little over a week now, and unfortunately here in Houston, it's been kind of rainy and muggy, so I haven't had a ton of time to fly it, which is the reason why this review is coming out sort of late. And the issue that I keep coming down to is this thing better than the Pro? Or is it worth it to buy this over the Mavic Pro? And here's what I basically boil it down to. If you are someone who is looking to create great content as a hobbyist, like if you are someone who, you know, you're looking to just be a hobbyist, or for a vlog, or for a YouTube channel, little stuff like that, the Mavic Air is perfect for you. It's, you know, it doesn't have a long battery life. It can't really fly too far away from you while you're shooting. But it's really small, it's really compact. You're always gonna wanna take it with you because it is so small and compact. And on top of that, you know, it is a little bit newer, and the quality of it is great. Don't get me wrong there. However, if you are someone who is more of a creator and, you know, you're gonna be out shooting for long days. I mean, you're gonna be out shooting nonstop all day long, whether you're shooting on set with someone or you're shooting for yourself. You know, the Mavic Pro's battery life being longer is significantly helpful. I can vastly tell the difference, because even though each drone quotes, you know, with the Mavic Air, it quotes about 21 minutes, and with the Mavic Pro, it quotes about 28 minutes. Well, as anyone who's flown drones before knows, whatever that time limit is, go ahead and subtract probably about 5 minutes off of it, because with wind and the time to fly your drone back to be able to land it and all those little details, you really never get that full time limit. Also with the Mavic Pro, you do get the longer range, so you can actually fly your drone up to 3 to 4 feet away, depending obviously on signal. You know, and that longer distance is monumental on certain shoots. I personally found that with the Mavic Air, because you can't fly it as far and it's using a Wi-Fi connection in order to maintain the connection with the controller and send back your video feed, it cut out on me a whole lot more than my Mavic Pro has ever done. I've actually never had an issue with my Mavic Pro cutting out on the screen, and just in the week that I've had the Mavic Air, I've constantly had it cut out on me once I've flown it far. And I'm not even flying it like close to the 2-mile range. So these are a couple reasons why I am not really sure if you have a Pro, if you should go to the Mavic Air. Honestly, the Mavic Air kind of feels like a step between the Spark and the Pro. Even though the Pro is obviously a little over a year older than the Air, it still feels like the superior drone. Now, I know the prices of these two are very close to one another, and so it could definitely have you on the fence of, should I save a little money and go with the Air, or should I spend a little bit of money and go up to the Pro? And realistically, the way I compared these two things is think about like MacBook computers. Now, if you're not a Mac person, that's fine. But if you think about a MacBook computer, they have the MacBook Airs and they have the MacBook Pros. And Pros have more processing power. They're designed for creators who do it a lot. But you can still do all those same things on the Air, but it's not quite the same level as the Pro. That's basically how I feel about these two drones. I feel like the Mavic Air is more so for people who want to kind of shoot drone video every now and again, get some stuff for the family, get some stuff for a YouTube channel, but they're not really trying to create on a professional level. Whereas on the Mavic Pro, yes, you're not gonna get the same quality sensor as on the Mavic Air, but for all the other things that you get, like a better battery life, the ability to fly your drone a lot faster, and then overall, because it is a little bit of a heavier drone, I feel like it did handle wind a lot better than the Mavic Air does. I still believe that the Pro is the right step. So if you are someone who is like myself, you have a Mavic Pro, you love it, and you're thinking, should I go to the Mavic Air? My personal recommendation is don't. I think the Mavic Pro is a great drone. Yes, the Air is a little bit smaller, but trust me, for the size difference, it's not worth what you're gonna be giving up. Also, you probably have already invested in tons of batteries and extra accessories and things like that, so you're probably just better off sticking with the Pro. If you are someone new to drones and you're not really sure which one to go with, I still favor the Mavic Pro over the Mavic Air. Now, I am gonna keep my Mavic Air for some of my just like quick little fun family type stuff, but anytime I go out on a job, I'm still gonna take my Mavic Pro hands down. So I hope this video helps you guys out a little bit. I know it may not have been exactly what you guys were thinking you were gonna get, but these are my personal honest opinions. Now, if you guys have any additional questions, I do plan on making a follow-up video to this. This is a very basic review on the Mavic Air, but I do wanna go into more detail and learn this drone a little bit more and hope that it can replace the Mavic Pro. But as of right now, after about a week of having it, I honestly can't say that it can. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. If you liked it and you feel like being awesome, hit that thumbs up button. Also, thank you to all the new subscribers that we've had. We recently just passed 4,000 and we just actually passed 4,100 on this channel. So this channel is growing rapidly right now. And so everybody who's new to the channel and who's subscribing, I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you haven't already, go check me out on Instagram. I do my best to respond to any DMs. So DM me any questions you guys might have. Even if I can't answer that question, normally that means that I'm actually gonna turn that question into a video like this one. So thank you guys again so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.